Hello everybody, Mr. LEGO Lover 55 here, and welcome to another LEGO set review. Today we're taking a look at a LEGO Creator set. This is the Blue Express. This is set number 31054. It's recommended for ages 6 to 12, and it has around 71 pieces. Now, this was a set that was requested by one of my viewers, and I thought, since it was such a cheap set, I thought I would go ahead and pick it up and review it. So, we'll go ahead and start off by taking a look at the front of the box. So, on the front here, we've got LEGO Creator logo, and then the set info on here on the side. It's not all the set info because it's a European box, but yeah, we've got, of course, the actual set on the front end, because since it's a creator set, you can create 3 different models with the same pieces. So 3-in-1 build, and here you can get a closer look at all those 3 builds, and it also shows that if you get 3 of this same set, you can create a full train, which I don't think I'll be doing that, at least not anytime soon. So, I don't know, I might in the future, but don't really know for now. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and open this thing up, and we'll start building, or just let's take a look at the pieces, and, well, yeah, we'll just see where it goes from there. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and open this up by pressing on the little tab thing right there, and I'm going to try to unbox this as carefully as I can. There, whoops, we go. Okay, a little messed up, but oh well. And I've got everything. I don't know if I've gotten a set, like an actual box set this small for quite a while, actually, so this is really cool. I guess. So okay, we of course have the instruction manual and then a bag of pieces. So that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna go ahead and build this, and yeah, we're gonna build all 3 models, and we'll see how they turn out. So let's get building. Okay, so here's the first build from this set. So this is supposed to be, I guess, the front of the front of the train. So yeah, looks very neat. It looks a lot like Thomas the Train, which if none of you guys actually know this, but I used to like Thomas the Train when I was little. I think I even had like LEGO Duplo sets of them when I was really small. But yeah, so it's kind of, I guess, reminds me of that. Really gives that look because the blue and the red and all that. But yeah, so something that I actually found quite surprising about this that I did not know, is actually you can split it up into several different sections. And when I was building that, I thought, okay, that's pretty neat, I guess. Not sure why that would be useful. And then I looked at the back of the instructions, and apparently there's other little small sets like this, and you can actually get some of those, and you can actually, I guess, mix and match them together, which I thought was pretty neat. So maybe I'll have to get some more in the future, but for now I think I'm just gonna get this one set. But yeah, very neat train. It just simply rolls. It's got one of these little I guess mix hole joints on here on the back, so it can connect to if you get any other of these sets, multiple of these sets, you can of course connect them all into one larger or longer train. But yeah, it looks very nice for a train. It's got like the little headlight there at the front, I guess kind of like the little steam thing on the top, which is pretty cool, and there's of course like a glass window here on in the back. But yeah, it looks very neat, and the shaping overall is really good, especially up here at the front. I really do like how they use those new I guess, wing-type pieces, those smaller wing-type pieces and that like that. So, yeah, I think this is a very well-designed little train, and I think we should go ahead and get building and build the next model. Okay, so here is the next model, and I will just say I'm a little bit more disappointed with this one. Not that I was disappointed with the other one, but this one I'm just kind of disappointed in, because one thing, it didn't use all of the parts, the rest of the parts. We still have a lot of extra pieces that were able to be used in the last build. So yeah, kind of disappointing on that. You can still split apart into different sections, just like the other one, so it still keeps that ability. You can divide into 3 different sections. You can combine that with other ones. So I think this one's supposed to be, I guess, let me think. It's supposed to be, I guess, part of the back of the train, I guess, which I think is looks pretty good for that. So I think, yeah, it's pretty good looking for that. Once again, I do like the shaping on this near the front, how they use these little wing type pieces, those new short wing type pieces. Really do like how they use that. Honestly, just like the use of them using this sort of round blue piece here, this round brick, I guess, on the top. So I think that's a good piece that they used on this set. Also do like how they're using these 1x2 clear bricks. So that's pretty nice. But yeah, there honestly isn't a whole lot else I have to really say about this thing. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and move on to the next build. Okay, and here is the last and final build of this set, and I'm even more disappointed with this than the last one, because look how many extra pieces we have left over. That's like double the amounts there was left over from the last build, so yeah, it's kind of ridiculous they didn't even use all the pieces. Now, this is, I believe it's supposed to be the middle section of the train, and I will say it looks, I guess, it looks okay. I honestly think the back one, the last model looked a lot better, but yeah, unlike the other 2 models, this one only splits into 2 halves, and you can tell why. But yeah, so it only splits into 2 halves, only has 4 wheels, so this one is a lot different than the other 2 models, but unlike the other 2 models, it also has like both of these connections. It has one with like a socket here, and has one with the Mixel ball joint, right there. So yeah, it has both of those instead of just one or the other, so that's pretty neat, I guess. But yeah, honestly, it doesn't look too great, but it doesn't look too bad, I guess. I think it just, I don't know, the middle here with like the glass, it just doesn't look it just doesn't look, I guess, all too believable, I guess. I'm not really a big fan on how they did the windows there. I feel like, I know the reason they, I would have preferred if they had done it like maybe facing that way instead of this way, but of course the reason they did face it this way is so that they can have the, I guess, the splitting apart feature, and then you can combine other stuff with it. Now, actually, something I actually just realized, that if you want to, you can actually create your own section of the train with leftover pieces, and add it like a little middle section into this part of the into, I guess, this part. So yeah, you do have quite a lot of extra pieces left over that you can probably do that, because you do have 2 more wheels you can use. So yeah, I guess they do give you some room for creativity on that. But yeah, there really isn't a whole lot else to this model, so we'll go ahead and take a quick look at the instructions, and we'll get on to the end of the video. Okay, so here is the instruction manual for this set. So here on the front, pretty much same stuff as on the front of the box. Next page shows just pretty much the instructions for everything. Then we get to the end, where we have our good old list of pieces. And then here's where it shows that you can actually take the little sections off of this set, and then combine it with other sections from other of these LEGO Creator sets. So there's actually 2 other sets. There's this small race car set, which I think is probably the same price as this Blue Express set. And then there's also this other set, which I'm not sure how much it is. but it has like a truck, a plane, and another plane, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Maybe we'll get some of those later on, I don't know. And then you can see they've made some kind of weird combinations with some of these, oops, let me just focus here. Yeah, you can see they've made some other little crazy combinations here with those sets. There we go. Whoops. Yeah, you can see there's the train. It's mixed with some of the parts from the car. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for the instruction booklet. So it's time to go over my final thoughts on this set. But before we go over my final thoughts on the set, I'll just quickly take a look at some of the extra pieces that are included in this set, and we get only 2 extra pieces, and they're both studs. So we get a light bluish gray stud and a translucent clear stud, and that is it. So those are the only 2 extra pieces we get. Time for my final thoughts. So this is a $5 set, I believe. It goes for around $4.99 USD, but I think it actually goes for the same price in euros. Yeah, so overall, I honestly really like it. I haven't really gotten a small, cheap $5 set in quite a long time, a $5 box set. So this is a pretty nice experience. I haven't got one. I don't think I've actually got one since either like Power Miners or Space Police, so this is a very nice set to have. I guess it's kind of just nostalgic because I actually when I was a kid, I used to get the small creator sets when they were like in canisters, so I had a lot of fun with those. So yeah, this is kind of neat to get one, I guess a box set like this. So yeah, the first model I really like a lot. I think it's very well designed. The second model, I think is also pretty good, but disappointed with how it didn't use all of the pieces. And the third model is probably the most disappointing out of all of them, went in order from the best to worst, I guess, mainly because it used even less of the pieces that it had than the last model. So yeah, that was a bit disappointing, and it didn't look all too great. Like, there were some places actually on the model where it actually could have been filled in, but it wasn't. So yeah, a bit disappointing with that. But yeah, there really isn't a whole lot else I have to really say. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and keep building.